Welcome to Qatar and the city of Doha, the economic powerhouse of this country and region. Time has stood still in the traditional markets, but step into the city streets and the skyscrapers and modernisation of Qatar takes your breath away.
As you can see, we are all very close to the sea, all very easy to do, and good charter boats, good facilities from any side. We have close hotels, so it's a great contest to have sailing, to have regattas, and to enjoy.
Growth has to come from the ground up, and to that aim, the Gulf Cooperation Council, the GCC, which is Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Bahrain, is putting on its 6th GCC Championship. Day one was for team racing in the Optimist class. 3 countries took part: Bahrain, Qatar, and Oman, and 4 sailors represented each, racing twice against their opponents. Whoever racked up most wins would be crowned the champions. The windy conditions made it pretty demanding, but these young guns got stuck in to enjoy the quick pace. Sunshine and warm temperatures always help. The Qatari team showed their skills in these windy conditions with consistent speeds all around the course. This is a great result after hard training and a good build-up over the past few months at the Qatar Optimist Cup and Sail the Gulf regattas. They were competitive and they fought till the end, but from the first race the team was 1 member down, and that made the battle harder. They took 3rd place but showed promise for the rest of this regatta and upcoming events. The team from Bahrain had 2 wins during strong battles. They won twice against the Qatari team and lost twice against the Omanis. This team had the skills to battle with the winner, and the Bahrain sailors will definitely feature on the podium at the end of this regatta, but the tricky weather was tough for them. The team from Oman had a great day and took a commanding lead from the beginning. They showed great skills in windy conditions and racked up 4 strong wins. Teamwork was the key to this event, and the Omani sailors demonstrated this best. On the second day of the GCC regatta, the rest of the classes joined the fantastic racing conditions with gusts up to 20 knots out on the course area. So careful preparation before the races were crucial to avoid any gear failures. All the action took place under the skyline of the city of Doha, a dramatic backdrop for the sailors here. In the laser standard class, Qatari Al-Sazani and Bahraini Al-Kahei had their own race, leaving the rest of the sailors behind. They enjoyed sailing under these conditions with some excellent technique. And after 3 races, the Qatari leads by just 1 point, so some great battles are being enjoyed by these sailors. In the laser radial, the sailors from Kuwait and Qatar share top place overall on the leaderboard. Ali Bahamad and Faris Al-Bakri were stable and sailed fast and clear. Of the rest of the classes, the most fun to watch was the Hobie 16 catamarans, which flew a hull around the course with great panache. These guys were easily the fastest out there. The top results today were by Moshab Ahadi and Mohammed Al-Wahibi from Oman, who scored 2 bullets. The Optimist sailors were all out racing for themselves. The longer course, combined with shifty winds, favoured good strategy and intense steering. Mansour Al-Marouki is just 1 point behind overall, tied on points with Ahmed Al-Mujaini. That's 3 Omanis in the top 3. Good for them.
It was windy, but we have some capsizes, but it was really fun.
The 5 laser 4.7s were close in all races, with strong battles in the roundings. But Qatari Saleh Teflat was the one who scored 3 bullets to keep Amani Khamis Al-Wahibi in second place. After 2 days of strong winds and gusty conditions, which have tested all the young sailors here in Qatar for the Gulf Cooperation Council or GCC regatta, Day 3 saw much lighter winds and warmer weather.
Nice weather all year round. Even in winter time, you just need a really light wetsuit, and you're good. In terms of wind, it's brilliant all year round, which is great sailing conditions for us to train all around and stay on top of our levels. In the laser standard class, Bahraini Al-Kaheji scored 1 bullet in the first race and took over the lead from Qatari Al-Shajani. Then Al-Kaheji scored 2 fifths, which gave back the lead to the Qatari sailor. The solid performance of these 2 athletes are almost closing out the rest of the class. In the laser radial, Ibrahim Shawwaiter from Bahrain enjoyed a stellar day with 3 wins in a row. This has pulled him up from 4th overall yesterday to 3rd and just 1 point behind Al Bakri in 2nd and Ali Buhamad in 1st. In the optimist class, Abdulaziz Al Saib from Kuwait scored 2 first places easily from his rivals, and now there are just 4 points between the top 4 going into the final day. Again, a good battle in prospect for the most popular class in this championship. Qatari Saleh Telfat won every Laser 4.7 race yesterday, but now has a fight on his hands in the changing conditions. Amani Khamis Al-Wahibi won both races, which takes him up to second place and just 1 point behind Telfat. The Gulf Cooperation Council, or GCC Sailing Championship, is one of the most important events in the region, aiming to give all young sailors here good competition and a great chance to make friends and build relationships with their counterparts in other countries. And as they say, the best practice for competition is competition itself. On the final day of the 6th GCC Sailing Championship, the weather in the Gulf was hot with light winds. The athletes enjoyed the sunshine while they waited for an hour for the wind to fill in.
Of course, Qatar always organizes a lot of events in all sports, and especially the Qatar Sailing Federation organizes big events in sailing, and now I think it's getting about 4 or 5 events a year. And it's a great place for sailing, and I really advise everybody around the world to come and try our events here, because the conditions are perfect, the weather is perfect, the climate is perfect, and we have good boats in very, very good conditions, if not brand new. This is what we provide the comers here to take part in our regattas here. And sailing is getting developed here in this country, and we have more youngsters also, Qataris, that are coming to be introduced to this sport, and I hope it's going to grow big and big.
In the laser standard class, Bahraini Al-Kaheji has more experience than most in this category, and he did score a bullet in race 8. But it wasn't enough, because local Qatari sailor Al-Shajani put in the most consistent set of results throughout, the key to winning regattas. And this is Shajani's 6th victory in the GCC, so a talent to watch out for.
This is the 6th GCC Championship, and I win all of them. And this is the 6th time I win laser. So it's very good championship about the Arabs and the Gulf, and it's very increased, and the guys is very high level. It's good competition. Today you see it's good wind, but little shifty, it make me crazy. But it's good. I win this race.
In the laser radial, Kuwaiti Ali Buhamad was on form with his battle against Qatari Faris Al Bakri, winning race 7. But Al Bakri nailed race 8 and race 9, which took him 2 points clear on the final leaderboard. Fantastic duelling between these two. The battle for the Laser 4.7 podium was one of the most intense here in Qatar. 3 countries placed in the top 3. Omani sailor Khamis Al-Waibi did his best winning race 6, but Qatari Saleh Telfat finished the final race on equal points and won on countback with 5 bullets compared to 3. Saud Al-Nahr from Bahrain came third. In the biggest class here, the optimist Abdulaziz Al Saib from Kuwait was on fire today, scoring another 2 bullets, making 4 out of 8 races in total. But Al Saib had an 8th and a 6th on his scoreline, whereas Ahmed Al Mujaini from Oman scored a string of 2nd and 3rds to win overall by 3 points. Again, a perfect lesson that consistency, not race wins, gets you the top spot overall. In the Hobie 16s, the Omanis took 1st and 2nd overall. Akram and Aziz Al-Wahibi just pipping compatriots Musab Al-Hadi and Mohammed Al-Waibi by 1 point. Mahana Al-Diseri and Mustafa Janahi from Bahrain took 3rd. The closing ceremony and the prize giving took place at the hotel next door, and the winners and the rest of the athletes enjoyed a grand finale. The 6th GCC Sailing Championship came to a successful end. All the athletes complimented the excellent accommodation and good atmosphere here of this friendly event. We hope to see you again next year for the 7th GCC Sailing Championships, inshallah.